Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the inaugural episode of the Nomadic Podcast. I'm your host for today's episode, Adam Preddy, and I'm joined by my wonderful four colleagues. Introduce yourself, guys, I guess.
My name is Baylor Dajan.
Guy Franklin, indispensable.
John Hexter.
Sean Aldridge from the 202.
Yes.
Not the
So,
402.
this is our first episode. We're here in Brewster and Boland Hall, kind of in a roundabout type of thing
Hey,
today.
shout out Brockway too.
Shout out Brockway, too.
I would
Allergy
consider
kids,
this
you know?
more of a driveway than a roundabout.
You said it's a driveway?
No, it's not a driveway really. I would say it's a, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Well, we're positioned in a semicircle. That's all that matters.
It's the air coming behind us.
With that being said, I said 58 degrees already. You know, it's a little bit chilly. We just hit fall, but winter is coming. So
Game of Thrones.
it's gonna
Snow
be.
will be upon us soon.
Yeah.
Is it
Nothing
time to
more,
turn the
nothing
big
less.
dial, Adam?
I think it is time to turn the big
Turn
dial.
the big dial. If you
And
can-
I have found the big dial in my pocket. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're new to the show, which you all are, basically, this kitchen timer here, determines our pacing and our flow of this. So, I'm gonna put the mic down for a second. And I'm gonna set the big dial. I low-key forgot how to do it.
Embarrassing.
First show jitters, it's all right.
All right, and then
Problem is he did this before.
Hey guys, this is a really slow start.
hey guys, it's not going well.
See, and that's the that is the sound that it will make when the episode ends.
Just for the
I think we might want to restart, fellas.
This is an example. All right, I have set the big dial. Yay!
Can you explain the big dial?
Podcast.
You already did. You already explained the big dial.
He didn't explain what the purpose of it is though.
Yes, he did. He literally just did.
I most definitely said. I said it determines the flow. The flow and the pacing of the podcast. Nothing else, nothing more. All right. How we doing today, guys?
I'm doing very good.
We're doing good. We're doing
doing
good.
phenomenal.
It's a good day. Last day of fall
Hexter,
break.
Had a flight today.
I did.
I can't even.
You get any free things on the flight?
No, the plane was very small. It was one on the left side and two seats on the right. It was what we call a United Express plane. It's one of those planes where you have to go onto the runway and then get on the plane. It's very small.
Do you have a middle seat?
No, I had an aisle seat.
Oh yeah, all like
Weren't those impossible, the middle seats?
Yes, that is true. You bring up a big point. Good point, Guy Franklin. But the flight was smooth. Only in the air for around 50 minutes. And yeah, we're back in Syracuse now, ready to film.
Back in Syracuse, and tomorrow. Today's the last day of fall break, so tomorrow we're back in class.
Unfortunately.
I know it sucks.
But we get to see.
Hey, we're here for class.
3/5 of this podcast do get to see the Dean of Newhouse, Mark Lovato, tomorrow. So
Awesome. Future podcast guest, hopefully. Hopefully. You know.
I am also jealous.
You'll get Kent one day. Yeah.
Adam, do you have any segments for us today?
We'll get there in a second. You know, I just want to admire where we're at. You know, it's actually a beautiful day out. Am I right?
I'm a little bit chilly.
The fall colors are starting to arrive.
Yes.
it's a beautiful scene today
It
with
is
the
a beautiful
sunset.
sunset.
Yeah. The sun's probably right in my eyes right now.
It's going down. It'll probably be dark by the time we're done with this.
Yeah, these
but-
are some rapidly changing conditions here on the Nomadic Podcast.
Yes.
Yes.
But that
Real
is
time.
the point of it.
We are accustomed to anything and everything.
Yeah.
So one thing on the podcast.
One thing in particular about the Nomadic Podcast is we just kind of go wherever we like to go.
People show up.
Hi, Zoe. This is our podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is our podcast.
This is our podcast. Yeah, sure.
I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're in the show now.
Yeah.
Say hello to the
Say to the
internet.
mic.
Hi, Internet.
No,
Yeah.
talk to the mic.
Hi, guys. I just came back off of 11-hour unpaid internship.
Hey.
Hey.
Oh,
Money.
That's what we call the hustle.
man.
We also saw that.
Yes.
Facebook.
I don't know money. I don't
Yeah.
know money. I'm
Would you agree, Adam Preddy? That was brutal.
That was a
That's kind of-
Valentine moment.
Wait,
there.
that might be foreshadowing a future segment in the later part of this episode.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
That is some incredible foreshadowing.
Frankly, I'm a big fan of foreshadowing.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah.
It's a great literary device.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great use
Foreshadowing?
of diction.
We like foreshadowing.
That's
It's a
not
good-
what diction is.
That is what it's a.
No,
diction is a very good word.
Diction is my use of the word foreshadowing instead of saying like What's another word for yeah? Instead of saying a preview, foreshadowing is better diction. So Sean is correct in these.
I think that you guys are just saying some gobbledygook. That's my
I think we are
favorite word.
just mumbling and just saying words, you know?
Hmm.
Mumbling,
Sometimes that's all
stumbling,
we
bumbling,
do, is
rumbling.
we just
You know what
say
I'm missing on this episode?
What?
I'm missing a good Adam fist bump. We
I
can't
know.
fist bump from across
See,
the map.
it's just social distancing, you know?
It's all good.
Yeah, it
COVID
really
hit
sucks.
hard.
Yeah, very, very, very.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, I really just want to just talk about, you know, where we're at.
Where we're at?
Yeah, just
How
in,
about-
just
How
in
about
life
let's
in
go into
general.
how we got here?
How did we get here?
And do we have any items to show off how we got
No,
here?
I don't even think we get there yet. Listen,
Yeah.
let's go into some lore, right?
The lore of BBB.
The lore of just the Nomadic podcast in general.
All right,
This
do you
is
want to lead off,
a-
Mr. Host?
This is
I
a
would love to
brainchild
talk
of
about
Adam
this.
Freddy.
Yeah, so this is a Adam Preddy original thought. You know, some of those turn out good, a lot of those do not turn out great. But I was 9 years old and I thought of an idea where I would just go places and film things. I would put that in the simplest terms possible, you know? It's a show, it's a podcast. I wanted to grill there, but you know, the thing is about this podcast is there is no budget.
We're financially inept.
Yes, very
Whoa.
inept.
Hey, we've spent over $100 on this podcast.
Hey, we don't need
Yes.
to air out our own financial business on the podcast.
Yeah, you know, that's for good old Ryan Maletti whenever he
Whenever he shows up.
Shut up.
We are
approaches.
willing to take loans in any way possible.
No, we
Yes.
are not. I'm not messing up. I'm not getting into interest.
There is a non-zero chance that our finance guy missed his bus.
Too many spreadsheets.
That would be bad.
Yeah.
We wouldn't need him back. He is our finance guy.
Yeah. But, you know, specifically about the origins of this podcast, how did, you know, these 5 gentlemen, I'm including myself, come together to do this?
I'll kick it off.
Yeah, sure.
So, I also, along the lines of Adam, for not as long as Adam, I have had a dream of a podcast for multiple years at this point. And my idea was like, why don't I go, once I get to Syracuse, which is the best sports media school in the country,
No
Find
glaze.
some-
Necessary plug there.
I'm
It
wearing
is
the
very
shirt
necessary,
today.
actually.
I'm wearing the shirt today.
He's
We're
repping.
students at Syracuse. But I
like
was
your
like,
bowling
let's
green
find
aesthetic.
some other avid sports fans like myself to do a podcast with. And so I asked Guy, and so it was just us two at first. And we were like looking for more candidates. And we found Adam and we found John and then Sean too. And we followed Adam's idea for the Nomadic podcast.
Yeah, this is actually maybe John and Sean's 5th interaction ever. But
That is
Yeah.
true.
That's
it's
actually
going well.
something.
And we're going to see the growth of this friendship as we go on.
Future dynamic
Hey,
duo.
they've been in
Yeah.
a group chat for like 6 weeks now. That's an inseparable
That is
bond.
true.
That is true.
I think also
And
I would
Eli
like
and Maletti.
to give a moment of not even reflection, not even silence, a moment of praise for the tight end from the San Francisco 49ers, Jake Tonjes.
Oh,
Oh, yes.
he is the financier
he is
of this
absolutely
podcast.
responsible for this.
I thought you were going to shout out the other 49ers tight end who went to a university that is. I'm just kidding.
Yeah?
A word that is bad.
Yes.
Jake Tonjes, the Jake Tonjes over on receiving yards is directly responsible for where we are in this very moment.
Yes.
Yes.
You know, some say the birth of your life and the death of your life are the 2 most important events. I think Jake Tonjes getting those receiving yards is up there.
One thing I want to make abundantly clear, we do not support gambling unless you offer us money to promote your particular gambling platform.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're not quite there yet.
We'll see.
But we're ready.
Yeah. So, one thing you're going to notice as well, and we're going to have to blur out the license plates. You know, a bunch of cars are driving by. Yeah, hey, there's a wave to thee, Baylor Deja.
We're in public.
Yeah.
Some associates.
Very popular guy here, if you guys can't tell.
Podcast.
I mean, who couldn't be popular with a name like Baylor? The name of another
It's just-
university.
We're live right now.
Yeah, live on Twitch.
No, we're not on Twitch.
Sorry,
wish.
Kick.
We got a bag from Kick.
Yeah, let's get a bag from Kick.
I wish. Hey, that's a gambling platform though. We just talked about no gambling.
Yeah, that is true. We need to set some moral and ethical things here, because I'm not gonna
Oh
lie.
boy, we're in for one.
No, we let's not get into this on podcast 1.
Yeah, podcast 1, we could probably get in some hot water there.
No, yeah, let's steer clear, Mr.
I
Freddy.
think instead of talking about ethics and morals, let's talk about some fun stuff.
I agree.
Yes.
I think we should start showing and start telling. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this week's segment, 1 of 2, show and tell. So,
I've never said that now.
you know, an elementary school classic. You show and you tell. You bring an item from home, and yeah, my 4 colleagues. I'm gonna be saying colleagues a lot because I really like that word. I've never been able to say it.
What's
But
your addiction?
you know, they're gonna start showing and telling.
I'm not
So,
a fan of colleagues.
We're a big
More
fan of
friendship
alphabetical
guy.
order here in the Nomadic podcast. So
Buttons.
with that being said, Baylor Nation, what did you bring today?
Oh, I thought we were gonna go alphabetical off last name with Sean Aldridge first, but I'll
No.
kick it off. With
Yeah,
the first name.
Yeah, it's first name.
We usually have it go. So, this is suggested to me by Adam because I'm not that creative, but
Yeah.
Nebraska helmet, courtesy of my mom. Shout out, Mom.
Shout out Mama Deja.
Bought,
Mom.
bought me this helmet. As I'm from Nebraska, as I alluded to earlier when I said I don't like George Kittle's university. We don't need to say it out loud. I'm from Nebraska, big football fan. I was talking to somebody the other day. One of my first conscious memories is being at a tailgate in my driveway with my my uncle.
You had a tailgate in your
He has his
driveway,
own,
Yeah,
he has
that's
his own
actually sick.
tailgate
What?
trailer that he
but you didn't go to like the parking lot.
well, it was an away game. It was at Wisconsin. But so we had a tailgate in our driveway, and that's my first conscious memory. Nebraska versus Wisconsin. Nebraska won that game before we lost a lot of games in a row to Wisconsin. Yeah, we beat Wisconsin. So this is my helmet. I'm a big college football fan, big college sports in general fan, and I'm a Nebraskan, so I thought this was representative of my culture. Do we have any
Well,
discourse?
well, I was just gonna say, at the end of the day, Baylor here is he's a big Dylan Raiola guy. He
He was making me a little angry last week. I'll just say that. Shout out Emmett Johnson.
The one thing I will say though about Baylor with his Dylan Raiola, I think the kids would call it glaze.
Yeah, I would call that glaze.
This man was talking about the quote unquote greatest 7-yard touchdown pass.
Oh yeah, no. That was a dot. I don't know. Did you watch that, John? You watched it?
No, I was watching.
Somebody. Okay.
I saw the clip.
I showed Sean. Great.
Illinois, Ohio State. So
Raiola scrambles around in the pocket, which usually makes me mad because I like when quarterbacks throw the ball quickly. He scrambles around the pocket, finds an opening, throws it right over a jumping defender into Luke Lindenmeyer in the back of the end zone, catches it, touchdown. Like, come on! In a game that we ended up winning by 3 points.
It was a pass that could have been intercepted twice if the defender.
But it wasn't because it's the best 7-yard touchdown of all time.
Who'd they play?
Maryland.
Who's a good team? They're a good team. They're 4-2.
Maryland is receiving votes in the AP poll.
They're 4-2.
They're
They're a
the
good
home
team.
of Talia Tagovailoa.
Yes.
Well,
Former
their new
home.
quarterback, freshman
Malik Washington.
Yeah.
Yeah, they looked.
Speaking about freshmen.
We are freshmen. Is that where you're going with this?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but-
We're young lads here at the Nomadic podcast.
But no, I like to put a persona that I'm a big Dylan Raiola fan to people around as a pure bias. But to be honest, he makes me very angry when I watch him because I'm a big proponent, the right word? I'm a big advocate for quarterbacks who throw the ball very quickly and make quick, smart decisions and throw it accurately and not that far.
He's not a big fan of athleticism.
He's a Luke Altmaier kind of guy.
I was a big Steve Angeli supporter before his injury, and I was with Steve Angeli even when he was getting chanted to be benched against UConn. I never partook in that because I was a big fan of Steve Angeli.
did.
Never
I
give up on
definitely
Steve.
I absolutely did.
But I did not. And look, he led a comeback, and he was leading the country in passing yards. And now look where we're at without Steve Angeli.
Horrible
good point.
times.
Horrible times. Rock bottom. Some
Rock
would say.
bottom.
There's worse.
That is true. Rock bottom for the Fran Brown era.
We're 3
Well,
and 3.
we're 2 years in, so
Yeah.
we don't have to get that.
Yeah.
Doesn't say.
Like,
Yeah, it doesn't
We're
say
1
very
year
much.
in,
But
France
if
2
we're gonna
years
talk
in.
about college football, I have a hot take that I've been alluding to for the past couple days.
Yeah,
It's-
he's
boy.
refused to
I wanna
tell us.
hear more of
I've
this.
been keeping this to myself. So we're talking about the era of college football right now. My hot take is that this current era of college sports with NIL and the transfer portal is the best era in all of college sports history. That is
That's
my hot
awful.
take.
That's
That is my hot take.
ridiculous.
That
I
is
think
awful.
in college football, I think there are multiple teams at the top of the country right now that could all win the national championship, and I don't think there's one team certainly better than another team.
Ohio
I
State.
think that they're not certainly better. Last
I
year,
think Miami's better than Ohio State. I'll be
and
honest.
then I think
American
Indiana's arguable, and I
University.
think any team could beat any other team on a given Saturday. Is my take, and I think last year Ohio State was not the best team in the country, and that showed. They were 10-2, and they should have lost to Nebraska last year, but they found a
They
way.
lost to Michigan.
They did lose to Michigan.
Always losing to
John,
Michigan.
As a Michigan fan, was Michigan good last year?
Nope.
Exactly, but the national champion lost to them. I think we are in the best era of college sports, and especially college football, and I think there's the most parity. I think there's 8 SEC teams that could realistically win the national championship. I think there's 3 or maybe 4 Big Ten teams. that
Giga
can win the national
Maggies.
championship. I think there is a lot of parity in college football, and I think that is why we're in the best era of college football.
Okay, I'll be the pushback guy on this. You only mentioned 2 conferences. You only mentioned the Big Ten and the SEC.
Okay, Miami.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, I think Miami's the best team in college football. I think Texas Tech is really good as well.
I didn't even say Texas Tech. I forgot about them. They're also a very good team. And they spent the most money this offseason, too.
They
That
did spend the
being
most
said,
money.
Oil money.
My problem with the transfer portal and NIL isn't that it exists. I think these guys deserve to get paid. I think that's a pretty reasonable.
I think they more than deserve it.
I think they deserve to be allowed to move around. The problem is with the lack of regulation around it.
Yeah.
I think,
The one
I
thing-
think that is an
Absolutely
overblown
with Guy
issue.
here. Yes.
That is an
The
overblown
one
issue.
thing that you see in every major sports league, the MLB. Oh, I just outed myself there. I said the MLB. I'm in MLB, in the NFL, in the NBA.
Guy loves baseball.
The thing is they allow, players to get paid incredible amounts of money, but to change teams seemingly willy-nilly. Obviously, it's within the scope of a contract. But the thing is that it's all heavily regulated. If you look at, say, in the NBA, you have now I'm not saying that this is a good thing, but you have the Supermax contract.
Yes.
Now, that's a hotly controversial topic.
Yes.
Right. In the NFL, you have such a strict salary cap and salary floor setup. You're required to be within, I think it's 2.5% of the salary cap.
I don't have it off the top of my
Yeah,
head.
I'm not the best at reading these CBAs. And
That
in
CBA is
MLB,
very hard to read.
every rookie has 6 years of team control with his team. There is so much regulation around what these guys are able to do, and I think that's something that you lack in college sports. The thing that I loved about
And is that a
college
bad
sports,
thing?
Yes.
Is that a bad thing? Let's be for real.
the thing that I
Let's be
May I
love.
real.
present to you the case of AJ Storr?
Oh, this is a wonderful one.
AJ Storr is going into he is now a true senior in college. He has been in high school and college for 8 years. He has been at 8 schools in those 8 years.
Is that a problem?
Yes.
Yes.
Why is that?
His academics.
Yes.
Who-
He's not
he's-
an NBA
He's
player.
not
But he's
able
still
to.
play-
He's
play
not able
overseas.
to develop a fan base to support him. A fan base that really cares about him. He's not able.
I think personally,
He's not
for
gonna get a
the love
degree.
of the game, for the love of the game, I think there is nothing better than the NIL era because every single year there's different teams at the top, and it's all in the team's control. If the team is willing to spend more money, they're going to be a better team.
He has
But it's
And
not-
we see
it's
that with
not-
Texas Tech. Texas Tech hasn't been good at
It's
football.
not if the
He
team's
has
willing to spend money, it's how well
self-sabotaged.
they're able to
recruit.
No, it's how well they're able to pull in donors.
Yes.
Which is true, but I mean, I think there is. You look at it in football. For the past 3 years, there's been a different champion, and I mean, Michigan won the national championship and then was a mediocre team the next year.
Yeah, because all our players.
Everybody
You're
left.
seeing, you're seeing
I
a
think
fall off in academic
there-
funding because
there
so
is-
many donors are needed.
There is not a team that is far and away better. We will never see a team like Alabama dominating the 2010s again in the NIL era, and I think that is a great thing. And I think it's similar to the NBA right now. People talk about the ratings being down and viewers being down, but there's been 7 different champions in the last 7 years.
I
That
frankly,
is a good thing.
that is awesome.
It's a great thing. And I
You
think
know-
people who disagree with that are truly not students of the game, and they don't love the sport. That's my opinion.
We, as in, I guess, our demographic, grew up in the era of the super team. In terms
did.
of
That is true.
when Kevin Durant made that one decision back in the summer of 2017,
Go Warriors.
when he joined the Golden State Warriors, and he ruined everything. However,
Patriots.
we've been recovering from it, and I think that's been something that has to be studied. But I want to go back to one thing. I just want to give an excerpt I saw. Apparently, and someone can correct me on this, a college team recruited somebody out the G League.
That
Is
is
this
yes,
correct?
that is
That is
true.
very
Santa
Santa Clara University. They
Yeah.
recruited a guy
Yeah.
from G
I
League
think-
Ignite.
That's just truly an example of why regulations need to be placed. Because look,
Well,
if
also
you start
there's
talking
someone
about
playing on the Westchester Knicks who recently released a top 5.
what was it?
I
Who?
mean,
Tyler
okay.
Kolek?
No, somebody on the Westchester Knicks. I'm forgetting his name right now. I would Google it, but that kind of ruins the whole big dial
I'm a big
shtick.
Westchester Knicks activist. Oh, Mike fell a little bit. Uh-oh. Caught it there.
This is our host, by the way.
Hey, I'm new to this hosting stuff. We're new to this hosting stuff,
I'm just-
podcasts and podcasts.
All right, Adam, can I show you my next item?
Wow, that was a very
That was an abrupt change.
and deliberate.
I
I
think
was
we're
just
in a good
talking about
discussion here, no?
yeah.
And I think I'm right, and I think you guys are wrong. And prove me wrong.
Well, do you think Baylor's right? Vote down below on your phones.
We're not having polls here. I want to say one thing to you and Baylor.
in the comments.
I'm personally attacking you here. Not you, but your ideas.
Which
Listen,
is a good idea.
I've always brought this anecdote up, and I think it's possibly the solution to this whole transfer portal shabazz. Listen, Shabazz, shout out Shabazz Napier, by the way.
How about Shabazz Muhammad?
I've met
Shabazz
Shabazz Napier.
You did?
The legend.
How'd
I
that
did.
go?
I mean, he laughed when I told a joke, so
There's a
That's-
picture of it too, isn't there?
there is, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it.
How many social interactions that cost you?
That might be in the high single digits of social interactions.
Really? Oh.
Okay,
And,
okay. I want to hear. Can we go back to your personal
Yeah.
attack? I want to hear.
Here's my concept for this, right? I think if we want to solve this whole transfer portal thing, all that has to be done, right, is, and I give this example a lot. Let's compare UAB, who recently had their head coach fired, Trent Dilfer, no longer
Terrible.
a head coach of the University of
quarterback, too.
Alabama at
Won a
Birmingham.
Super Bowl.
And
Shout out Brady Hill.
Alabama, the Crimson Tide. Everybody knows them. I think what has to be done, and this is seen in soccer a lot, is if a player from UAB goes ahead and transfers to Alabama, I think Alabama has to pay a dividend of that to UAB.
Why
In
is
order
that?
Why is that?
Why?
Why do I think that?
So
Because the UAB is just kind of getting screwed over here. I mean, they
How?
lose their
That's not-
player.
They are getting helped on the recruiting trail, though, as larger programs focus much more on transfers who are going to help them immediately.
Right, but that doesn't matter if they can't grow anything because they're just going to transfer to a bigger school later. I think
I
these
mean-
smaller schools are at an economic disadvantage.
That's the only. This is the one part of that I agree with. I think for specifically basketball, for football, I think it is undoubtedly a good thing for the love of the sport. I think their competitiveness and one team not being far and away better than another team. Like nobody wanted to watch the national championship when Georgia won 63-3 or whatever the final score was.
That was-
TCU.
Yeah.
That was bad.
Yeah, but
That was in the NIL era, by the way.
no. Okay, but that
Max
was the first
Duggan
year,
can
but
only
that
do
doesn't
so
really
much.
count. But anyways, I think from the basketball standpoint, that's where I get it because everybody loves a good mid-major run. And last year's March Madness, let's be honest, it was pretty boring compared
All
to
one seeds.
like
Final Four.
all one season. I mean, there were good games in the Final Four, but
Yes.
that,
The Final Four was awesome. Everything
You
before
lose
that.
out-
is
Houston
oh,
Duke was basketball purity at its finest.
exactly, and that's what we like. And I like that there's two teams at the top that are competitive, and I don't like one team being far and away the best team in the league, at any league or any country or any nation, whatever metric it is, any
Yeah.
sport, whatever. But I think you do lose out on some of the mid-majors going far and making runs, which is unfortunate. But I think purely for football, I think NIL has been an undoubtedly positive thing, and I think I love that players are now able to compensate for their name. I mean, for years and years and years and years, the industry has been making money off of these players, and these players had nothing to do with it. Like, I mean, Reggie
They had
Bush
everything to do with it. They had nothing
Well, I
to
mean,
gain
say
from
they
it.
had nothing. Yeah, nothing to gain. Exactly. So I think that this is an undoubtedly good, a
Took a
good
peek at the big dial
thing
there.
for sports, especially football. Because I mean, Reggie Bush shouldn't have gotten his Heisman taken away. He should have been allowed to take money since he was making money for, like, the country, for the NCAA, for USC, doing all of this stuff. I think he should be allowed to make money off of his own thing, or like his own name and his own performance,
Name,
his
image,
job.
and likeness.
And so I think
That's how
that
it stands for.
that
Those words.
the unregulated is not as bad of a concept as people like to say. I think I like the aspect that people can flip teams, and I think it makes it more competitive. And teams have to be good all the time then too, because you can't just be a crappy program.
There's no
and then-
tanking.
And then keep your best players. That's not how
Yeah,
it
you
works.
can't tank.
And exactly, and you don't want to be like in the NBA. You don't want to deal, or like you don't want to have the Wizards of college basketball or college football.
Okay.
You want to be
Don't-
like
don't diss on my
Sorry.
Wizards.
Random
Don't
Wizards
diss on my
stray there.
Wizards.
Could have said
Sorry.
the Jazz.
Yeah.
Well, the Jazz were a 1 seed like 2 years ago. The Wizards have been bad for like a long
I
time.
saw a
Don't diss on my
Cam
Wizards.
Whitmore poster in downtown DC.
Oh yeah.
Cam Whitmore is gonna
And
be
speaking of
baller.
downtown DC, Nebraska just took the W at College Park. Finally ranked again.
Well, that has
Number
nothing to
25
do
in the
with
country.
DC as a-
All right, that
as
seems like a
whole.
good.
I think that's
time
enough
to
hooting and
transition.
hollering for
Okay,
Baylor
that's
Nation
me.
to hear. Guy Franklin, what do you got?
That was my
All
passion.
right, I brought this wonderful Los Angeles Dodgers hat.
Not new era.
What?
Not a new era hat, huh?
Yeah,
No,
here's
it's
another
not.
New era one.
Actually, this is a new era hat.
Oh,
it
Look at
is.
that. Oh.
Look at that.
New era
Apologies. I love me some new
Right
No,
era.
there.
I
Gotcha.
buy officially licensed Major League Baseball merchandise. I brought this hat because solely for the reason that we're in the NLCS. Game 2 is tonight. We've got Yoshi on the bump opposite Freddie Peralta against Milwaukee. I'm
pitching
incredibly
matchup.
excited for this game. I'm very excited to wrap up recording this podcast to go watch it as I edit the video. But What I wanted to talk about, and I'm saying this as someone who won the World Series last year.
You won it.
He did
Personally.
it.
He
I
did.
did.
He personally did it.
I am a World Series champion.
Do you have the Mookie shirt on too?
I have a Shohei shirt under
Oh,
here. Yeah, this
okay.
is not the Mookie hoodie,
Okay.
unfortunately.
Oh yeah.
But I wanted to talk about what moments in your life have you felt what is the single happiest moment of your life? Because for me,
Ooh,
Wow.
wow.
for me, I can tell you the moment that I experienced the most joy, the most bliss
light turned
of
on.
anything in the world of all time. I was in the stadium for the Freddie Freeman walk-off grand slam.
Oh,
That is the
that's an iconic
single
moment.
happiest moment of my life. It made me happier than any bubble championship for either for the Dodgers or for the Lakers. It made me happier than the final, the like clinching the World Series. I mean, I'll be honest. I was in tears the second they cut to Walker Buehler in the bullpen, but nothing made me quite as happy as that one moment. So I wondered, what is everyone's happiest moment of their life?
That's
John?
a crazy statement to ask right away.
What do you got?
From a whole life perspective, it will take me a while to think, but I can think from a sports perspective.
Okay.
No, I want a whole life.
Okay.
That's good. I can't.
I
Off the
think-
top of my head.
I can
but-
give mine.
Oh, I have a. I don't know if it was the happiest moment of my life, but I have a good one. I remember I was in the gym, probably like a good 7 months ago now. You know?
Recent.
I almost clip farmed right there, but I held back.
Good. Good.
But no, good. It was in May of this year, the week before I graduated high school. I was in the gym and I was enrolled at the Arizona State University. And I was in the
I
gym
see
and I
where
get a
he's-
notification.
I see where he's going.
As I'm waitlisted from Syracuse, I get a notification
Hey.
from Syracuse, an update to your applicant, or to your applicant portal. I check it, I get into Syracuse University, and now I'm here. And now I'm here with my great friends, who I've only known for 2 months, but I would still call you guys great friends.
Love that. I guess I'll go ahead now. Mine's kind of similar. I have two. One is the same thing happened. I also got off the wait list. I got an email driving home back from playing basketball. It was awesome. It's just a pro tip for those at home who are waitlist. Letter of continued interest do a lot in
Bang.
this world.
Hey, from 3 waitlisted people on this podcast.
Does a lot. But anyways,
Hey,
that was the
John.
night.
I
Okay.
hate these guys.
We're just academically flexing now. Huh? That was the night where the New York Knicks faced the Boston Celtics. Game 6.
Ooh.
And boy, oh boy, that was a great day. The Knicks won by 40. Jalen Brunson's the greatest player of all time.
Finish.
Just life
finished?
is everything. But, and it was just so awesome. Everything was going well.
Bird.
The Celtics just looked like a shell of
Wrap it up,
themselves.
bro.
Yeah, that
Let
was
it rip,
one. And
buddy.
then my next one, I guess it was a great day, but it led to some horrible things.
By Ice Cube.
Jesus.
Good song by Ice Cube.
2017, the playoffs, NFC Championship game. My Atlanta Falcons, this is not the Falcons, it's the Braves. Atlanta. You get the point.
No.
When the Atlanta Falcons won the NFC Championship game against the Green Bay Packers, when Julio Jones stiff-armed Randall
Demetrius
down
Randall.
Demetrius Randall. I couldn't remember his name. I knew it started with the D. Thank you, Sean Aldridge. When he stiff-armed Demetrius Randall, went down the sidelines. Joe Buck yelled no flags. I think that's when life peaked. But
Wow.
it did lead to horrible things, and that's all I will say. Nothing else happened after that game.
I heard there was like a.
That was the last NFL game that I was ever played.
Yes.
I heard there
The
was like
NFL
another.
ended after.
There was like a Super Bowl game versus like the GOAT. He led some comeback or something. I don't know.
I hope the NFL makes a comeback soon. It's been a while since.
It has been, 8 years
Yeah,
almost?
they ought to restart the NFL.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I would say my happiest moment, 2021, late November. It's 2 days after Thanksgiving.
Mm.
I'm in Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Okay.
Ah.
Look.
It is a blizzard.
What's going on?
It's snowing outside. Might be a little rain. It's beautiful Midwestern, late fall, early winter weather. And
That sounds like a nightmare already.
Yeah,
number
that sounds
five,
terrible.
Number 5, Michigan is hosting number 2 Ohio State. Michigan's 10-1. Ohio State's 10-1 also. Winner of this game goes to the Big Ten championship and most likely the college football playoff.
They
Big Noon
play
kickoff
some
is
Big
there.
Ten West team.
Yeah, we would have played Iowa. Big Noon kickoff is there. College game day is there. There's an energy
They
that.
can compete directly.
Oh yes.
I never knew that they were allowed
Yeah.
to
Oh,
compete
yes.
directly.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know if it either, actually.
There's an energy around Ann Arbor, and it's like nothing that has really been in the city in probably since 1997.
What is even in Ann Arbor besides Michigan?
I don't know. There's
It's a college
100,000
town.
people that live there. But
I
it's a nice
unironically
town.
called it Ann Harbor for like the first 17 and a half years of my life because I don't know what an arbor is, but I do know what a harbor is.
It's a beautiful town. I highly recommend you guys visit at some point in your lives. But
I'll watch Nebraska beat them next year.
Michigan
I don't even
is
know if we play
big
them.
underdogs. They haven't beaten Ohio State in a decade at this point. They've lost 10 in a row, and no one's given them a chance. Ryan Day the year before had said, "Oh, we're going to hang 100 on them." After Michigan, the Ohio State-Michigan game got canceled due to COVID and all that stuff. Because, as we know, the Big Ten teams only played 6 games that year. And I remember one specific moment from that game. It's right after halftime. Michigan was down 17-14 at halftime. Actually, it might have been up 20-17. I forget. But
He's out here lying.
and Blake Corum gets the ball. It's around the 30-yard line, and he gets the ball. It's a inside zone run play,
Yeah.
and he breaks it for a 60-yard run. That is the loudest I've ever heard a stadium in my entire life.
He's never been to Lincoln.
How high were the decibels?
It was unbelievable. My dad and brother were in the bathroom, and they said it was shaking. It was literally shaking. It was so loud.
Wow.
I thought
This brings my mind to some interesting thoughts about what could have happened if the bathroom was shaking.
I thought
You cannot say that. Whoa. You cannot say that. We're
I
cutting
thought
that.
I was in heaven. But
What?
no, I was in,
After what guy just said?
I was in, and it turns out, no, I was just in Ann Arbor, Michigan. But when Michigan won and the final score said 42-27 and 100,000 people stormed the field, snow coming down, scoreboard said Michigan wins, and all I could think about was, this is awesome. There's no way there's any sporting event I will go to that will top how I am feeling right now. I went to the game 2 years later in 2023 when Michigan won 30-24, and they went on to win the national championship 2 months later. But there's nothing that will ever top that game from a sports perspective. I don't know.
It's game 1 of the 2024
I
World
don't know
Series.
if
Game
it's
5 of the
possible.
2024 NLDS for you.
I don't know if it's
Yeah,
possible.
baseball's boring, so.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm opting to jump.
110,000 people
Yeah, no-
watching history being made after 10 years of suffering
Shout out
and
to
just
the big
getting your
Big Ten football.
butts
Big
kicked
Ten football.
every single year.
What?
But you show that you're not little brother anymore, and now they've won 4 straight, looking to win 5 in a row, and Ryan Day's a fraud, and that's all I've got to say.
Bang.
Sean
All right.
Aldrich, what was the best day of your life, man?
Oh, you probably have not heard me speak for the entirety of this podcast, but that's all right.
Yeah.
This is the Sean Aldrich.
Got,
yeah.
yep.
The Sean Aldridge.
Look at that! Look at that name card underneath.
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Oh, look at that, them
Done
beautiful
really well.
letters.
Thank you, Adam, for
So-
designing those.
I also have 2, but I'm going to keep it kind of brief. The first one is October 30th, 2019.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I know where we're going
yeah,
with this.
here's the thing.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was in my
Why do I
room
not remember dates?
because I was very superstitious, and I
Pretty
still am
obvious.
very superstitious.
Oh,
I hear
know
a
what this is.
commotion coming from my attic where my TV is. And I see that it is the top of the 9th inning in Game 7 of the World Series. And the Nationals are winning 6-3. And then, of course, after a 1-2-3 inning by Daniel Hudson, the Nationals won the World Series for the first time in franchise history, defeating all of the playoff demons.
Oh,
That NLDS still haunts me.
I still watch the highlights of that at least once a month. The second,
Rumor is that the right foul pole in Astro Stadium is still reverberating after Howie Kendrick's home run. Is that what
Yes.
this is?
Howie Kendrick deserved to be remembered as a Dodger.
no, he
No,
does not.
absolutely
The
not.
second,
We hate the
Propaganda.
Dodgers.
the second
We do hate the
happiest
Dodgers.
moment of my life actually has not happened yet.
Oh.
It is the day I hope to get married.
Oh.
I am very lonely.
Give-
Okay.
Please somebody
Easy.
text
Find
me.
this man.
Sean
girl.
is trying to find his wife on,
On
a
the podcast.
On the podcast.
Any applicants?
I am very lonely.
Add that dude, John,
as they
into-
say, you won't meet your wife at a frat party, but you might meet her podcasting.
Future podcast segment.
Sean, I recommend you go to church.
Really?
I don't know. There's beautiful women at church, probably. Probably.
Okay.
John Hexter, what do we bring today?
I, on a similar note to guys, brought my Christopher Morel Cubs jersey, but it is not about the
Morel?
it's
Like
not,
Christopher
it is
Morel.
not about the name on the back. It's about the logo on the front.
Oh my god.
That was
This
pretty corny.
guy.
That
This
was
The,
guy.
um,
yeah.
And that's
Chicago
not even a
Cubs.
guy I'm talking about when I say that. This
Yeah.
guy.
Living in
John.
Chicago for my whole life. Well, Chicago area my whole life.
Chicago
so he's
Metro.
out here
Way to
lying.
specify.
He's a
I-
suburban child.
I'm a suburban child.
Always
we all?
The
unfortunate.
Cubs have been a huge part of my life. I have been going to games since before I can remember. The first memory I have going to a Cubs game was 2015. Jake Arrieta threw a no-hitter.
Oh,
That was a very good team that year. They
Zach Greinke deserved the Cy Young that year.
Nope.
I love that.
They made the NLCS. They did get swept by the Mets, but they won the World Series the next year. So the Cubs, lovable losers for forever.
That's
And now
108
everybody
years.
hates them.
108 years. But when they finally won the World Series, the entire state of Illinois was, well, besides the 10 White Sox fans, were in
Shout out Kenny Beecham.
we're in a chorus. It was beautiful.
And we back.
The Cubs. The Cubs. When I think of my summers, I think of the Cubs, as my aunt has season tickets, and I go to, on average, 7 or 8 games each summer. I love to just being in Wrigley, just taking in a ball game, just being there, hearing the crowd, seeing the traditions and all that. It's an experience that I don't think any other stadium in baseball, maybe Fenway Park, can rival. Don't even say Dodger Stadium. Don't even say it.
Guy is visibly cringing right now.
Like,
Dodger Stadium is
just zoom in
electric.
on his face. Zoom in on his face.
Wrigley,
You know,
can't-
I'm editing this.
We can't zoom
Wrigley
in.
Field,
Guys, you
We
Yes.
are editing this.
Yeah,
Wrigley
that's true.
Field is one of the crown jewels of sports
It's no
across the
PNC.
world. And I hope everybody at some point, if you are a sports fan, has a chance to go there. And yeah, the Cubs have always been a huge part of my life and will continue to be a huge part of my life, even if I am in Chicago or I am not in Chicago. And I love the Cubs.
Awesome. Now, there's one thing I want to point out here.
Can we all go around and say our favorite sports arena?
No.
Arena?
Stadium,
you know what?
arena,
Fine.
whatever.
Fine.
I mean, okay. I mean, it's obviously Memorial Stadium, and it's not really close.
Yeah.
Hey, sold out for almost since the 1962 season.
Pretty
Where
awesome.
else has done that? 1962?
There's nothing else to do
like
in
400
Nebraska.
games.
This is like
What else
Yankees
there in
fans
Nebraska?
talking about having 27 rings when it was like the 1930s.
It's like the
We have been
Celtics.
terrible, and we've been selling out the stadium.
In my
for
opinion,
years.
There's nothing
In
else
my
to do.
opinion, sports shouldn't count before the Vietnam War.
I mean, okay, then take it since 1962. So every game since 1962, we have sold out Memorial Stadium. There's nowhere else that does that.
Yeah, but you
My
haven't been
stadium.
around for all. Like, what
Okay.
what pride can you take in what happened in the 1971?
I'm not
season?
even saying. I'm just
I
saying.
think they won the
I'm more
national
prideful.
championship.
We actually did win in 1971. Good
Yeah.
call. No, but what I'm talking about is the pride I get is from
Tom
Nebraska
Osborne was
being
the
a
head coach.
mediocre franchise coming off of the longest bowl drought
I
in
was
Power
informed.
4, and still selling out every single game.
Yeah. Listen.
Best fans in the country, and as John said, who was just in D.C., Nebraska has the best traveling fans in the country as well.
There were a lot of fans on the National Mall.
Yeah. I think, we could hear Baylor talk about Nebraska for hours.
Because
I could
But-
talk for hours.
He could just talk. Honestly, hours in general. I would argue even days. But there's one
Probably.
thing I want to point out here. We can get back to favorite sports arenas later, right? Maybe a future draft. But Baylor, Guy, and John have all brought sports memorabilia. I hate that word. Sorry, guys.
Really?
But-
That's a cool word.
No, you know what?
interesting.
I really like the word. I just said it wrong,
No,
so it makes me
Sean's
hate
got
it.
an interesting item.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
see Sean's
it's very
show and tell.
What on earth did Sean Aldrich bring in?
Here's the thing. If you do not know, these are steer horns. So
I was going to guess a
horns-
Viking helmet.
No, this really doesn't fit on my head. But here's the thing. This is from my mom's farm. My mom was one of 8 in Wisconsin. Grew up on a farm.
12.5% of
Go
the
Midwest.
Yeah, go Midwest.
Not
So,
a Midwesterner
here's the-
at all here.
When my grandpa died back in 2015, no one was there on the farm anymore. So they decided, let's just sell it. So we went through these things, and I saw this set of steel ones, and I thought these are amazing. I thought these were amazing. Because who else has seen a steer live in the flesh?
I don't know what a steer is.
have-
I'm
I
Yeah.
frankly have never heard of a
I
steer.
most likely
I have.
I think
I
I
have.
have.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm from
probably.
Nebraska. I should have.
Yeah.
Valentine.
not only is this a monumental. Not only is this a monumental object, not only because of the cool factor, but also in my family's history as well. I also still love that farm, even though I haven't been there in like 10 years.
Well, you sold it then.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
My
but it
parents
still
sold it,
exists.
and then I think the people we sold it to then also sold it.
Oh.
I have
Oh,
no
wow.
clue who lives there now.
Baylor, you're from Nebraska. Are farms profitable these days?
I am from the suburbs of Nebraska.
Amazing
So
segue.
Great one.
I actually do not have a big story on a farm. My great grandma, she used to own a farm with my great grandpa, and they actually had to sell it because they had a bad year. So
Yeah.
I want to say this, when my mom was young, so in the 80s, like late 80s, early 90s, they had to sell it.
As someone
So-
whose family has dabbled in farm selling before, it is a
Farm selling? Are you saying are you talking about me or for you?
my family.
Oh, you have?
Yeah,
Okay.
my mom has spent a considerable amount of time in the past years trying to sell my grandparents' farm.
Wow.
They had a
Context of
lot of
farms.
land in Kankakee, Illinois.
Never
Anyone
heard of
heard
that.
that word
Shout out
before.
Kankakee. It's halfway between Chicago and Champaign.
King Von said that,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yes, King Vaughn is mentioned in the podcast.
All right.
Took it to the O, right?
Yeah, I was just saying, I've heard that word before, but what?
Shout out
But,
King Von, I guess. I
um,
mean, not really.
I wouldn't give
Yes.
him a shout out. He's a
Uh,
bad guy.
It is,
Yeah,
it is
he-
a very
yeah.
long
Rest in
process.
He's
He's
just
not a
crazy
great
stuff.
guy
I
historically.
thought it was finished when we had the celebratory dinner back in April, but no, it is still ongoing, is what I
Wow.
found in recent developments. So,
Celebratory dinner for what? All right.
Good old soybeans.
Do you have more
Okay.
to say about your?
steer horns.
They are steer horns. That's really all I got.
That's really sick.
Let
Nice.
that
It's
let that
awesome.
sink in.
That's actually a lot more. I feel like.
Meaningful.
Actually
Sean
meaningful
wins
than
the
ours.
award for
Yeah.
most impressive show and tell.
Here's the-
I mean,
Yeah.
mine
I
for
have-
my mom too.
Here's the thing. I do have cooler stuff at my house that I could not bring because BB hates decorations.
They do actually hate decorations.
They
Yeah.
hate decorations.
I would also like to say we are all very far from home, so it's not like we have all of our items with
Sean
us.
is not that
No,
far.
not at all.
I'm a 6-hour drive from home. I guess.
I mean,
There's
yeah,
a
that's
50
still far.
50-minute flight. 50-minute flight.
Okay, but John, you're the
Who
only one here
tracks that?
who would fly. Sean, you drove
Hey,
here, right? You didn't fly.
Hey,
Yes,
here's
I
a great
drove.
segue. I don't have flight money.
Well, actually, I was trying to
We're
segue this
broke.
entire time, right? Guy, you mentioned talking about farms being profitable, right? Right now, this Nomadic podcast is not profitable at all.
Not the
and
slightest. We're down however much money Guy said earlier.
yeah, listen, we don't have any donation set up. That's besides the point.
We don't need
But listen,
donations.
We don't need
We don't
donations.
take handouts.
We don't. We work for it all, right?
Can we make a link tree?
No, I'm an
We
avid.
should- we should
I'm
make
an
a
avid
link
no
tree.
handout guy.
But look, we're all in college. You know the stereotype about college kids. We are broke. I'm saying we, meaning all of us. We are broke. And that brings us to our draft of the week, ladies and gentlemen.
Draft of the week.
Your topic to draft, I will be drafting as well. Sean Aldridge will have the first pick.
What?
I changed. Yep, I changed.
Are you kidding?
Yep.
Oh my God! I had a draft filter on the number 1 overall pick.
Listen, buddy, life
probably
is
still gonna
full.
pick it.
Life is full of changes and unexpected things. But,
Average BBB activities.
yes, this is what happens
Okay.
in the
Yeah,
Brewster
this is-
Bowl
this
and the
is Brewster
Brockway
Hall for you.
residence. All right, look. Okay, we are drafting.
One day Seamus will be on the podcast.
Seamus guest episode when? Look, you're gonna be drafting ways to make money in college. Now the parameters for this draft has to be ethical, and we cannot get canceled from what you say.
And we're is it a full five-team draft?
Actually, we're doing 3 rounds.
Okay,
rounds.
that's good. Okay.
3
I was gonna
rounds.
say, I don't
'cause
know
there's
if I have
of us.
5. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
All right.
Sean Aldridge, you're on
Here
the
we go.
clock.
Yes,
Huh?
Adam
Yeah,
Pretty
I'm
is
part of this
one
draft.
Are we
Adam
going
has
this
the
way?
I'm drafting last. Sean will draft first. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Ooh, this is tough. I had ideas and now I forgot the ideas. But here's I feel like the number 1 overall pick. I don't think there is an obvious 1-1 that is completely ethical.
Oh, what? That's a
true.
crazy statement.
Well, I don't think there is.
Maybe it's not true.
No, I have a great 1-1.
Okay.
I have a great
so here's the
one
thing.
too.
At least 2 things. I might get flack for this, but I think the number 1 overall pick for making money in college is to be a product reviewer. Now, are you familiar with being a product reviewer?
No, that's a good
I'm
take.
That
That's
is a
good
great take.
That's
Yeah.
a good
Number
take.
one though?
Yeah.
I don't know about first overall, that's a good take. I
Here's
like
my
it.
explanation. I have seen multiple ads on both Instagram and TikTok of people getting paid to literally just review products
Yes.
and see how it works. And then you just ship it back.
No, that's
So-
a good
Yeah.
good job.
And you get paid a lot for
And they
this.
make good money. And
Yeah.
a lot of times they get to keep the products too.
But
Yeah, occasionally.
occasionally.
what's the how thorough do you have to be with your criteria?
I don't believe you have to be super thorough. I think you just have to say, does it work?
Yeah.
If it doesn't work, what doesn't
Yeah.
work? So that is 1-1 right there.
Product review is gonna be a hell of a graphic to make. Oh my goodness.
And someone thinks that they're rich.
Yeah, we have a car driving down now.
I wonder if we can hear that on the mics. Oh, it's a
No.
motorcycle. Okay. Oh,
Let's
you're
hear
John
her,
Hester.
a bad name.
I think
That
that,
buddy-
guy's incredibly cool.
Okay.
Second pick.
Buddy does not care
of
about
the,
our audio.
ways to make money draft.
Yeah. What
my
we got,
pick
John?
requires it requires a college student to have a car.
Oh, I know
Which
where
you
it
do
is.
not have.
Yes.
None of us have.
My second pick is DoorDash / Uber Eats driver.
Oh,
That's a great
As
pick.
some of my friends tried this summer, they found out that being a DoorDash driver was in many ways
Yeah.
very profitable. You work
I think
whenever you want.
there's one actually walking
You
right
can,
now.
Wow.
Awesome. John, you just spawned him in.
we are not sponsored by the
We're not sorcerers of any
How
kind.
did you just do that?
John can work
It
with
is,
some magic.
It can be very profitable. You can work whatever hours you want, and by having your own car, it gives you a bunch of flexibility to go wherever you please, to deliver and pick up from restaurants that you choose. If there's an area of town that you like more than others, you will bring your car more there, and you will keep servicing those residents. And I would say that is a great pick.
Good pick.
Okay.
Great pick
I
for the
think that's a solid
102.
pick. My one pushback with that is, cars are expensive and, oil prices
You do it with the bike
fluctuate
though.
with that.
You can do it with the bike.
You can do it
Yes,
with the
that's
bike.
true. I would argue that might be the better way to do it.
Significantly slower.
Okay, so I am willing to sacrifice slightly on the ethics here
Oh,
in
no.
terms of a more profitable money-making method. I think that the clear answer here and what I would have taken if I had the 1-1 pick is drop shipping.
Oh, okay. That's not where I thought you were going. I thought you
Look,
were
I know drop shipping is questionable, but it's something you can do from a dorm room, and it's something that, if done right, makes a ton of money. So obviously, I'm gonna get docked for the ethics here. You're essentially just.
I don't think you're being docked that much for
No,
ethics.
you were overblowing this. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you're overreacting.
I thought you were gonna say some crazy stuff.
I thought you were gonna say something else.
Yeah.
At the 1-3, I'm taking drop shipping though, and I really like that pick.
Wow. Okay. Baylor Nation.
With the fourth pick, I think this is by far the best candidate in the draft. Honestly, I would say, as a sports media student, it has to be an internship. It has to be an internship.
You don't get paid
Internships
for a
are
lot of those.
notoriously
though.
unpaid.
No, you can get paid internships. I'm saying it's not as probable for us being freshmen, but in the future, a paid internship is by far the best. Draft.
I have to argue with that. I think
How?
that's a reach of a pick.
Are you kidding?
Yeah,
It's by far the
I-
best candidate in the draft.
I understand that in the 3rd round. but
Yeah.
No, that's
This early
It is
on.
by far the best. Best way to
Yeah.
make money.
Oh my goodness, Valentine!
Because you're not only just making money off of it, you are gaining experience and building up your portfolio for the future. And that's what I think. That's where I find the value in this. And I think it's by far the best candidate in the draft. And I have no idea where you guys are going with these first picks.
I really just
Except for
think
John.
my thing with
That's a good
that
pick.
Baylor is I just think it's hard to get paid initially.
No,
right?
no. I'm not
But-
saying. I'm saying in a fairy tale world where we get this job, because I mean,
Oh, here
we don't
goes
have a
the
car.
fairy tale world
We don't
again.
have a car. We
Yeah.
don't have a car, so it's obviously that pick is like not as great. But I'm saying
Next
if we
year we
had
will.
the qualifications to get a paid internship, it is by far the best job, and there's no argument.
You basically just drafted Thon Maker. I'm gonna be honest.
Yes,
Yeah,
of course, the
hey,
fairy
I
tale
thought
world
Thon Maker
does
was going
apply
to be
to Tracy
legendary.
I thought a lot of us thought Thon
The
Maker
fairy
was
tale world
great.
apparently does not apply to Tracy McGrady, however.
No,
It doesn't
we'll keep that debate off
We'll
air for
get
now.
we'll get into
All
this
right.
next week with
Listen,
Tracy McGrady.
105 here, ending off the first round. reselling. Listen,
Reselling.
you can resell a lot of stuff. You can
This
resell
is
electronics,
essentially what I'm
resell
talking about with
clothes,
dropshipping.
and it's really easy to
Yeah,
do,
I would,
right?
I would agree.
As a former sneaker reseller myself, not a botter, I was ethical. It's easy to do. They're hot commodities, and I think that's just a good pick to end off the first round. And then to begin the second round, I hate to say it, guys, but getting a job is my second round.
Okay.
You can't say the job.
I
That's
know
too vague.
I
That's
may
too
have said a
vague.
slur.
No, you have to.
J-O-B, we spell it
Hold
out
on,
here.
like, what? You can't just take the whole job category.
Why not?
That's really vague.
I was saying, because I was separating.
It's going to make the
you
third
can
round difficult.
You can separate, like, having an on-campus job, having an off-campus job.
Part-time job.
Work, study.
that doesn't mean
work,
anything.
study.
Work, study. Saying it like ni hao.
I-
Work, study.
Because I think you have to be more specific with it.
I have to be more specific.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
that
Are
heavily
you,
affects my
getting a
second pick.
job at the FedEx 2 blocks down?
I
Are you
wouldn't even
getting a
know. I
job
wouldn't even say you have to
with
go.
the
I mean,
university?
yeah.
The FedEx is not 2 blocks down.
I don't know where there is one. I was saying that
The
more as like a
FedEx.
generalization.
It's very far, actually.
It's a
like 3
pizza
miles
place, you know.
Varsity
I
pizza.
worked in a pizza place
Varsity
all
pizza.
throughout high school. Not fun. Shout out Simon. Yeah, I would think I have to say, I mean, I can't go more than part-time job, but if I had to pick a job in specific, I'll be a tour guide if I had to be one.
Oh,
I have an application out to be a tour guide. I have an interview on Friday.
Yeah. So I guess we'll throw another graphic on the screen. Tour guide.
Okay.
Hey,
You
next
100.
week I'll update you on if I get the job or not.
Yeah, let's hope for that. Everyone send, I guess, good luck to Guy in the comment sections below on various
We're
platforms.
not doing this comment section stuff.
Yes,
We already
we
said this
are.
earlier.
Hey, when this podcast releases, I'll be in an interview.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways. Along those lines, I'm glad we made Adam specify this because my next pick is a job working on the campus in the Barnes Rec Center.
The
I
gym,
was
the
in for the
campus
arch.
gym.
It is very. I talked to a Syracuse Newhouse legend who works at Barnes, Nick Whaley.
oh yes.
Uh,
I see him there often.
Yeah,
you're
he
gonna say
works
Luke
there, and
Burgess.
it is very flexible scheduling. You get paid from the school. It's good pocket change, and you don't have to go off campus. You just walk to Barnes. I mean, I think that's a great job. I would say.
Yeah.
And it's simple. It's simple and easy.
I agree. I think that's a good pick. I think the elephant in the room here, though, that nobody's gone with yet, that I think I've got to take as my second round pick. I think we got to go with starting a podcast.
Yeah?
It's
Oh
it's
my
the
God, but
obvious
this is-
it's the
okay,
obvious
That's
pick.
what we're
Look,
doing right now.
It's-
not profitable.
it's
It will be.
incredibly high risk. There's a very great chance that you don't
I
end
didn't
up
think we were
earning
going like
anything from
this.
it. But I think starting a podcast, the earning potentials are there.
Yeah. Have you guys ever started a podcast?
No,
No.
this dude really took my going into fairy tale world very seriously. He was getting mad at me for an internship, and now he says a podcast is going to be profitable. Like, are we serious right now?
Hey, it could be. Please
This one
follow
will
us
be.
One can
on all
drink.
platforms.
There was a dog
With
there.
my second pick in the second round, I am going to go with investments. Specifically, long-term investing.
Good
Yeah.
pick, John. Good
Even
pick.
more specifically, a certificate of deposit.
Mm,
Oh,
a
I would go-
CD.
We learned about this in my consumer ed class last year, and a CD. It locks it in for a while, but there is a almost guaranteed return on investment with profit.
Yes.
You are almost never likely to either break even or lose money with a CD, but you just have to be patient.
Swiss bonds are a pretty
and
good
as
break-even.
I'm more of
as a
a.
college student, we have time.
We do have time.
The workforce, it is in the future. But
Yeah.
right now,
We're just
we are
broke
students.
We are just broke and
But
unemployed.
okay,
So a certificate of deposit will work in the long run.
I think that's different. I think building a portfolio and making money are two different things. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? I think for the making money draft, that's kind of a. But you're not technically making money until after college. So I would say
Well,
that's
it
like kind
depends.
of
A CD could be a
a.
year.
You're
A
not.
CD can be a
who's
year,
making
6
one,
months?
Who's
6
making a
months.
one? Who's making a 6
Why
month
not
CD?
just
There's no
buy
point.
government bonds?
I
at that
think
point,
you
yeah.
should, or
You could
I'm
or
a big
invest in the
advocate-
S&P 500.
S&P 500. That's
Okay,
Big
well, the
advocate for
S&P
it.
500 is currently being held up incredibly loosely by the Mag 7 companies right now. I would be very worried about the AI bubble popping.
I
Oh,
would
wow.
say that it's still on
Good
average
points by
between
Guy
10% a
Frank.
year. So.
All right, guys.
history-
Sean,
Sean
what's your
Aldridge.
next pitch?
Hey guys, not to alarm anybody, but I took a peek at the big dial and it's not looking good. Sean
Oh,
Aldridge,
boy. All right,
Let's
okay,
let's
we're
get
gonna
these
have
picks
to
We
wrap
have a
up.
this
couple
up.
more picks left.
All right, here's the thing. To end the second round, I'm going to go with a bit of a throwback to the high school days, which can still be applicable now. I'm going with selling textbooks and selling notes.
Ooh.
For certain
Awesome.
classes.
Wow.
Because here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
Awesome.
College freshmen, one of the main reasons they go broke is that they always actually buy the textbooks and they don't pirate it online, which you should. Pirate it online. Yeah, so I think obviously you're going to get, maybe not a ton of money, but you are going to get a lot of offers
Yes.
from freshmen who do not want to spend $300 on a textbook they're going to use for one semester. And also, the notes, you might not have to go to class every single day. Although I do suggest actually go to class every single day,
Go to
because they do
class.
take attendance.
Some of them.
Please go to class, kids.
All my classes do.
Yeah, okay.
Not all
And
of
then
them do.
to start the third round, it is, you know what? I'm going to go with a personal example, but taking photos for athletes.
No!
There we go. Here's the thing. There is a market out there. There is a market out there. Athletes want photos of themselves.
Oh my
to post
God,
on
that's the best pick of
Instagram.
the draft.
Guess what? I am currently starting to do
I'm
that.
cooked
If you
now.
want photos, if you're a Syracuse athlete and want photos, or if you're in the DMV, hit me up at SCA
Are we
underscore media
kidding,
underscore.
dude?
Ooh,
I will take photos for you.
the double underscore.
Oh, John
Um,
Hexter.
My next job, or way of earning money, would be like Adam and Guy talked about with jobs on campus. I would say working in the bookstore. Working in the bookstore. And there's multiple
Seems like
jobs
Guy.
you can do. You can either be in the top level where you're selling merchandise,
You're a guy, though.
or in the bottom level where you're selling books and computer equipment. So I think the bookstore, working in the bookstore provides a lot of variety and keeps you on your toes. So that's my
All right.
All right, my next pick is something that I actually do in person.
Yeah.
In real life. I own stock in Chinese electric cars in BYD and in Chinese solar
Plus
panel
1,000
battery
social credit.
manufacturing.
This is
Technically,
the
I
ethics
don't
he's
own
talking about.
stock in like actual BYD. I own stock in a subsidiary, and I think the Cayman Islands that
We need to
has some
subsidize
sort
the
of
man.
claim to their
We
profits.
need to subsidize demand.
But I've got to tell you, I put in like $10 into this initially just because I heard it was a good idea, and I'm genuinely at like 45, like 145% returns, and I've put more money in since. I think I'm up $500 total since I've started doing this. So I highly recommend investing in foreign stocks that have some sort of somewhat dodgy ways of getting into them.
Okay. Well, I don't know how. I mean,
All right, look. One thing I'm going to preface: Guy Franklin loves China.
Especially Chinese infrastructure.
Hey, we're not saying that on the pod. Guy is an American patriot.
He loves Chinese infrastructure. He loves the economy in China.
Guy might be studying abroad in
Good-
Shanghai.
No,
Good
okay.
say, yes.
Okay, for my next pick, I've had this as my third round pick the entire draft. My only worry was that Sean was going to take it, and he did. He took it. I was going to go for photography, like as a whole thing. I wasn't saying specifically athletes. I was going to say senior pictures, but like, I'm not going to say that again because you just said photography. I can't believe that I was like, had a slight worry, but I was like, there's no chance. He took it, take it from me. So whatever. My third round pick, another pick that I like, it's along the lines of what John said earlier, but instead of DoorDashing or Uber Eatsing, just Ubering in general or lifting, I think it's pretty comparable, except for you don't have to go get food. You just drive people around. I think that's all good. And ever since I've been at Syracuse, I've taken a couple of Ubers. Every Uber I've met with, he's been a very cool guy.
I had to pay $65 for my Uber.
Oh,
Today?
Why?
tough. Surge
I haven't
pricing.
paid $65 for an Uber yet. But the guys I've had Ubers, I had a conversation with about Terrence Crawford winning the fight like about a month ago
I'm a
now.
big Terrence Crawford guy.
He's from Omaha, Nebraska. But anyways, that was my pick. On to you, Adam.
Yeah.
Last pick of the draft.
Last pick of the draft, Mr. Irrelevant. I'm going to be leaving some things on the board. You know, I could have went with this. I was thinking about drafting Sweatcoin. Are you guys familiar with that app? It pays you to walk.
What is that?
Not real, right? But here's mine. Picking up recycling cans and trading them in for 5 cents. If you are not aware,
That's such a terrible thing. That's horrible.
listen, it's late round, it's late round value, highly scalable. You can do it.
There's a suspicious man.
You
How
can
is
do
that
it in
possibly
a lot
scalable?
of places across, especially big in the UK. If you pick up cans and
How
you
is
bring
this
them into the
scalable at all?
facilities, Huh?
How is this at all
in the UK
scalable?
right now?
This
You
is
can
why
do it
we're
as much
broke
as you
colleges.
want.
This is our business mindsets right here.
Yeah.
5
This
cents
is why
a
he is
can.
a journalism major.
5 cents a kid. I mean, I just think it's a great pick. It's fun, and most importantly, listen,
Hey, you're doing good for the community, though.
I'm doing good for the community
That's true.
and
He
the
does get
environment.
ethical points. He gets a lot of ethical
And
points.
Guy is losing a lot on ethics right now. That's his biggest
Yes.
flaw in the whole
Yes.
draft.
So, I guess, and I'm gonna go back to the comment section. Let us know in the comment section who had the best drafts.
Here's the thing. Here's
And,
what
you
I will
know,
say.
Why was it Sean? Because Sean had a good draft.
Sean had a great.
Yeah, here's the thing. I
Sean
will
did
say
a great draft.
I just thought of this now, but a good way to also make money is someone pay you to eat at Sadler.
No.
No.
Nobody who is doing that.
We actually had to eat at Sadler all week this week.
Yeah.
No,
terrible.
we
Not
ate
me.
at Ernie every single
Yes.
day.
Yeah, we did.
Shout
Guy
out to
went
Ernie
to
Davis
DC.
Dining Hall. Ernie Davis, Syracuse football
I
legend.
went to Mastro's Steakhouse on Sunday.
Okay,
Oh,
just stop
that's
flexing.
nice.
So he's the only one that actually went home for fall break. The rest of us were on Syracuse campus at
Yep.
Brewster Hall. I don't know if it's in the video. I don't think you can see it, but it's right here.
You can kind of see.
Yeah.
See the
There's
outline
a-
of the staircase over there.
Yeah, that's
probably.
bowling. We don't
No,
we don't
over
mess
there.
with bowling.
That's where Adam lives.
That's where I
I'm actually-
What did you say before?
I have
Oh, that's it for today.
Well-
Tune in next week.
Well, no, Adam has to close it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, the timer's off. Thank you for watching this edition of the Nomadic Podcast. We'll see you hopefully next week.
Next week.
That's
Yeah.
hopefully.
I thought it was every other week.
No, every
Or-
week. Post it every week.
Next week.
This is the Nomadic
Ah.
Podcast.
Yeah. Listen, nomads, their life is not consistent. But Baylor,
No, not
is your
Tay
life?
Gilgis Alexander.
my life, or my whole life is consistent.
No, it's not.
It's
Really?
not at
Is
all.
it?
Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Yeah! Banger! Let's end it.
Oh my